Hey.
Good morning. Today I'd like to talk to you about a concept vastly unfamiliar in the business world yet is making a huge impact, relationship coaching.
Sure.
Now, let's start with a broad definition. What exactly is relationship coaching?
Relationship coaching is a new method, a new concept that is a cutting edge in the coaching world. It is actually, the new aspect of it is that we're coaching not the individuals, but we're coaching the space between them. So there's you, there's me, and then there's our relationship. And our relationship is actually alive. We hold it as a live entity and we coach it.
Okay, now how does relationship coaching generate impact? I mean, you know what, let me take you a question before that. How would you define relationships in the organizational context?
Okay, great. So organizational context, relationships could be between two owners of an organization. It could be the relationship with between the team members. So the relationship system is actually the team. A team is a relationship system. A partnership is a relationship system. You know, co-leaders are a relationship system. Yeah, a department is a relationship system. And in that way, a whole organization is a complex relationship system.
Okay, so in that respect, how would you feel, how does relationship coaching generate impact in the organization?
Great. So what relationship coaching does is actually help the members of the system design their relationship, look at the quality of communication. How do we manage our communication? How are we having conflicts? Becoming aware of who we are together. How do we face a crisis together? What's our identity? What is important for us? Not only the I, but the us. And how do we produce together? So looking at both the quality of relationship and the productivity aspects of our relationship, because we're here for a purpose.
Okay, can you give us an example of how a team would utilize the relationship coaching process?
Sure. So give you an example of a team that is cross-functional. You've got HR, you've got IT, you've got sales, marketing, business, and in some of our clients, these teams are what you call siloed. They work as separate entities. So in the relationship system coaching process, there's a shift between caring about my domain, which is really important, of course, into the we. How can we gain from interacting with each other? How can the synergy, our collective intelligence, how can we all see the one voice that we are in the larger system? So once they find it, they become a more effective, a more influential team.
Okay, now the team members themselves, don't they have to give up their individual aspirations? How do they keep them? How do they maintain them?
So actually this is a really good question, that we ask about ourselves in all relationships. How do I stay my whole self and still be a big part of the relationship, right? Or a full member of the relationship. So that's the whole point. We actually train, we teach the systems, the relationship systems, to listen to all of their voices. Because even the silent voices, they float around. They are impacting, even though they don't say anything. So when a relationship system can actually listen to all that's happening and to hear all of the full 100% individual voices, they have a full picture together. And then they can kind of look at that picture. Oh, this is what we look like. Then they can choose, how do we want to grow? Where are we going now? And it feels a common place to go to.
Okay. Now, Can you walk us through your position as a coach when you work with a team in an organization on a relationship coaching? What do you look for? What do you do?
Sure. So this is like any other coaching process. My client is the relationship system. So the relationship system goes through experiential learning. Whether it's a partnership or a team or a whole department or bridging between two teams, they experience aspects of their relationship. They go through deepening the learning, becoming more aware, practicing some new skills or tools, depending on what the issue is. And then there's that space between this session and the next session, so there's homework. So they actually commit to things about things to practice. And they come back next time with some celebrations, with some failures, with some, oh my God, this didn't work. We need to work on that. And so there's learning that is implemented over time. And we actually define in the beginning of the process, where are they going? What's their desired change? Who do they want to become? What kind of results they want to have in 6 months?
Okay. Now, speaking of results, what are some of the possible outcomes of the process? What do you look for in terms of feasible outcomes?
Great, so it changes according to what the relationship system needs. But some of the outcomes that we're seeing are, for example, in a team that members were in a communication crisis, like a real breakdown in the team. The U.S. unit didn't talk to the Far East unit. They were not getting along. So in the process, they actually learned how to manage their differences. What we call, they build a communication bridge. And now the outcome is communication flows, they have new agreements, they know how to have a good fight when needed, and how to build, actually, how to grow from conflict. So that's one way. There's another organization we just finished working with for 6 months. At the beginning, no profits. For many years, they weren't profitable. And in the relationship coaching process, it became clear what's needed in production differently.
Okay.
So they learned to manage the resources better. They learned to be more accountable, what we do by when, how will everybody know. They learned to be co-leaders, which was a bigger learning than even making the profit. But bottom line is, they're profitable now, and they're very happy. So that's like a real clear outcome.
Okay. Now, last question before we go. Who in your mind can benefit from relationship coaching?
All right. Whoever in this world is in relationship. Just about everybody. And many of the people that participate in all those workshops, executives and workers, say, this is really useful for my marriage. This is useful for my kids, right? So there's a whole niche there, relationship coaching for private relationships. In the organizational world, we work with multinational organizations. They have lots of virtual teams that really gain from relationship coaching. We have leadership teams, cross-functional teams, lots of NGOs also. They to rekindle the spirit. They get tired. They're doing such sacred work out in the world, and their teams get tired together. So that kind of relationship coaching that brings back the inspiration, and also reminds them what they're doing and what their impact is. And how to sustain that over time. And another beautiful work that is happening is with startups. We're seeing that startups use relationship coaching to build a solid engine for growth. So from the very beginning, they focus on the quality and the productivity aspects of their engine, of their relationship and who they are.
Nati, thank you very much for your time.
Sure.